4-hour stream. I think this is going to be the final one that you get to hear with me and my good friend Nintunis sitting, right above me there. I think this is our last match, and this is our other top 8 qualifier winner side. We've got Clarity's very own Ribbon, the Pac-Man player, formerly known as Mitty, if any of you in the chat know her. And we've got Mitty / Ribbon / just the pack extraordinaire of Wi-Fi, facing off against Yez himself, the PvE player, the Ike player who just rips through these brackets constantly.
Man, the last winners qualifier you said we got?
This is our last winners qualifier.
That's something else, my friend. Pack and Ike out here to duke it out for you.
Elsewhere in bracket, we did just see Sonic's 3-0 over Sword to move on to top 8. Right now, over on twitch.tv/rock_the_vote, I believe they have Sharp versus Mabel. So that is Joker ZSS versus a Dr. Mario as their top 8 qualifier. And then on the one that's up after that, they've got Epic Gabriel versus J Mafia.
That's something else to say, man. Dr. Mario as well, just getting all his way up here. Recently defeating Leon at Mewtwo King's FPS 2 tournament. Beating Leon, the best Bowser in the world, in losers finals of that tournament to make it to top 2. That's just to put in perspective how good this Dr. Mario is. So you can go ahead and check him out on the other stream if you'd like, but if not, you can stick right here. We got Ribbon going up against Yez right here for the first game, Pac-Man versus Ike. Let's get into it.
Yeah, already getting started a little bit while we were finishing talking about the rest of bracket. That's no big deal. They're getting going right now, and they're both off to about the same start. We're nearly perfectly even, only 0.4% difference between the two of them. Both of them just kind of going to town despite the fact that we're on Battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Representing Izzaw Smash right there as well. I like the little shout out.
Yeah, I do know Izzaw is Yez's coach, and so Yez likes to give him some shout outs.
I love it. I love it, my friend. Just a nice little nod to the master right there, to the coach. And now Yez out here trying to make him proud, going up against Ribbon. Still no first stock taken. And the first minute and a half so far of this game, Ribbon working around, playing pretty patiently.
You'd usually expect to see stocks go down much quicker than that, especially with, two explosive characters like Ike and Pac. But no, neither gone down yet. That uppy came very, very close to doing it, but great DI coming out of Ribbon to be able to make it back to stage. Maybe? Yes. Ooh.
Down we go.
If he had held down right there, he could have been able to get the kill right there, but I think he might have been afraid of Ribbon air dodging and escaping, leading to his own death right there.
Yeah, but that was an iffy situation because normally it would be like that, but I'm not sure if it really registered in his brain that the trampoline was below him, and I'm pretty sure even if he was holding down, he would have been fine and would have bounced off of it, but I mean, hey, that's a very particular situation. Speaking of particular situation, there are some particular buffs right there for Ike's Ether, my friend. That is going to kill Pac-Man off the side from downtown, the other side of the level, my friend. And Pac-Man's back air not even doing that from the same side of the level, to put into perspective how strong Ike's upbeat Ether move is now, my friend, which is pretty good canonically, to say the least, as that up smash takes the stock, because that move is canonically broken in Fire Emblem, from what I've heard.
It's busted as hell.
Exactly, so it makes sense.
Big fan of Fire Emblem myself. Oh my. Okay.
I got scared, dude. I almost had to leave.
I'm not even the one playing this game, and I was scared for that right there.
It's how you know, dude. It's like, like when a movie is based off a true story and it's so stressful, but you know how it ends, and you know it has a happy ending, but you're stressed as hell watching it anyway. Like Captain Phillips.
Oh, God.
I was just watching Captain Phillips. It's like, you know how the movie ends, but still it's terrifying. That's this match, my friend. I mean, except for the fact that we don't know how it ends. But the fact that it's still stressful, you're the ones not even playing, that's how you know it's some true entertainment, to say the least. As, oh my God, Ribbon with this beautiful edge guard, landing every single hit of that combo and edge guard, converting off of every single hit, putting out those hitboxes exactly where she knew that Ike was going to be, man, and getting that edge guard, just pushing him off just far enough where that only vertical recovery is going to kill him right there. Ribbon.
Yeah, I was going to say
still staying alive
how
here.
Strong an advantage Yez found himself in, but Ribbon did a great job of evaporating. She connected with so many moves there and ended up getting the edge guard perfectly, grabbing him out of Ether there too, right there. Yez is looking to finish this off while he's still got the lead, but Ribbon does not want to give it up.
Very terrifying situation on the way down for Ribbon, by the way. Ike low profiling that neutral air, just crouching in just the right spot to make sure he can get around it. This actually, yeah, wow.
Definitely,
Off the
you know,
top
140% top platform Ether. I don't think there are any characters that are heavy enough to survive post-buff Ike Ether.
And even if this weren't modified DSR that we had going on here, even if it wasn't and you could go back to any stage, I have a strong feeling that we would not see Battlefield again in that situation either, especially considering how that went. Ribbon losing 2 of her 3 stocks to that upbeat Ether, man. Like,
Yeah,
if there's anything that she's going to take away from that match.
Don't go to Battlefield. That's
Well, yeah.
for sure one of Ike's best stages, not just because of the propensity to kill off top platform, but also because of the platforms being a combo tool for Ike. Ike can just nair his way all the way up the staircase to heaven itself with you in tow, willing or unwilling, and it's not something that you want to be subjected to. It's tough, and that's why, like, most of the time, triplats are an immediate ban versus Ike. I don't know why Ribbon left it open, but this next stage, her counterpick is Kalos Pokemon League. So we're going to be seeing some much longer stage and a much more distended style of play, with Pac-Man now having the capability of camping out Ike with those long-range capabilities, because Ike can't. Ike struggles hard to zone break. So we're going to see a little bit of that here on Kalos getting into game 2 with Yez up 1-0 on Ribbon.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine a little bit more of a slower pace on the playstyle on the part of Ribbon right here, especially with a stage that is longer than Final Destination. Kalos is the kind of stage that can definitely encourage camping, to say the least, because those side platforms can, depending on your playstyle, can definitely promote, what am I trying to say here? Can definitely promote, uninteractive gameplay, to say the least. I don't mean that in a negative sense. I'm just saying that, you know, sometimes they can encourage camping a little bit, especially if you're the kind of character who is essentially playing an RTS like Pac-Man is. He puts his wall down, he sets up his bases, he sets up his defenses. If there's any stage that Pac-Man can do that at,
I don't think I've ever heard Pac described as an RTS, but I really like that analogy.
He's not a fighting game character, dude. He's an RTS
no,
character.
I definitely believe that Pac has, like, so much that he needs to, like, that his players need to manage, that it really does feel like an RTX sometimes. You got to keep bonus fruit. You got to keep your aerial mobility in mind. You got to keep side B in mind. You got to keep hydrant in mind. It's just, there's so much. And that,
we're playing League out here, dude.
Looks like it could have been it, but Yez doing a great job of escaping what looked like certain death, looking for the kill with back air here at ledge, but Ribbon doing a great job of escaping it.
Yeah, man, we're out here playing League. It's a good thing Smash doesn't have an in-game chat.
Oh boy.
No way you can type while playing at the same time. That would make quick play something else in itself. But anyway,
I think quick play would be banned as, like, an affront to human decency, like banned in 200 countries or something like that.
Sakurai would just come out like, I've made a grave mistake.
I have made a severe and continuous.
There's a whole Famitsu article about it. That would actually.
I want to see, like, the Kotaku article where it's like, these are the 20 worst in-game chat messages.
Oh God, why would you put something like that on a pedestal, man? Oh, anyway.
Anyways,
Pokemon League. Here we are. Ribbon's counterpick
right now, doing a great job of just keeping Yez at bay, not letting him get in close with anything. Kind of bouncing him off the hydrant right there, but Yez finally connecting with dash attack. For too much extra credit has been built, doing a great job of keeping his composure against Ribbon's pack.
Oh, I really like what Ribbon was doing right there, putting the Galaga in the air, making it a no-fly zone, to say the least, and then grabbing Yez, throwing him up, trying to combo something off of the hitbox of it, but unfortunately it went away. But the thing is, Ribbon's head was in the right place for that one, man, and her head still is. Look at this lead blast coming out here in the edge guard. Gonna get dropped right there, but still plenty of damage on the part of Yez from Ribbon to just make this game that much harder on the part of Yez. If Ribbon is able to hold this lead, which if Pac-Man is known for doing anything, it's creating a wall of advantage state right there. Spawning a literal wall from underneath him to make sure that you can't get that damage on him that you have to, man. It takes a very patient level of play to know how to get around that and to effectively get around that. Question is, will Yez be able to do it on Ribbon's counterpick?
I do want to point out that that Pac-Man himself, not even like Ribbon's level of play, which I'm sure is a factor, but the character itself is like just really good at going underneath Ike's nairs. Like you see Ike short hopping in with a nair on deck, and it just doesn't hit because Pac-Man's just a little bit too short for it to connect.
Mm-hmm. Just that perfect little height, able to convert off of it, and then that down tilt to the up air, put him in disadvantage. Like the catch with the up air right there, and then immediately running away, knowing that Ribbon has no combos off of that at that percent, or at the very least with that awkward hitbox of the up air. And now just dancing around the neutral, my friend, running back to set up that neutral B as Pac-Man players are one to do. But Ribbon's out here using these full double jump up airs right here. I think he's trying to bait Yez into doing some bad approaches, and I don't blame Ribbon for doing that, man. Like, she's doing a good job on that front, because when you're the one in the lead, you're the one who's forcing your advantage state. You technically don't have to approach, but you're the one who still does have to, you know, take the stock off of your opponent at the end of the day as well. And these conversions are so nutty off of the fruits, and trying to go for broke, ending it all right there with that side B, but nothing doing, says Yez. I love how she's just trying to force him to do bad approaches since he's the one who's down so much, because she knows that he's the one who has to approach. Look at this, man. She's in his head, just dancing around back and forth with the bell in hand. She knows how scary Pac-Man can be. Yeah, she knows Pac-Man is a bigger horror game than Silent Hills.
She knows that like 2 minutes 32 seconds on the clock. It's almost like the onus of approach is on Yet. Ribbon doesn't have to like interact a single time for the rest of this game, and she knows it. Like the one who needs to approach here is always going to be Yez, as long as Ribbon stays in advantage. Or not advantage. I mean, as long as Ribbon holds a lead. So like she is very clearly perfectly happy to let that timer run out. The more percent that Yez takes, the farther away this victory and the closer to a timeout situation you get. And again, Ribbon knows it, Yez knows it, we know it, the audience knows it. It's close.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the government knows it. You know, the FBI. I'm pretty sure everybody knows it. And knowing not to drop shield right there is Yez, but it's not going to matter. Back throw, not going to do it from the edge of the stage right there. 199. Don't be messing around off there. Okay, I thought Yez was just going to turn around, up B, do any semblance of go for broke options there, considering that he's down by as much as he is right there, but nothing doing, says Yez, saying I can win this the honest way. Question is, how will he approach, man? Just baiting any and all bad approaches from Ike. He's not the best at doing it. He's not the best at approaching, but another back throw is not going to do it. The hydrant, that was so scary.
After all of that onslaught right there from Ribbon, it's the key at ledge that's finally going to do it, taking it, bringing the score to even between these two characters, or sorry, these two players. 1-1 in the set for this winner's top 8 qualifier.
Yeah, he made her work for it. I'm not gonna lie, he really made her work for it. He didn't let that stock go away easily. He lived to damn near 250%. It's insane. About 100. That's about 150% more. Not 150. It's about 100% more than you usually live in this game. Yeah, to put that in perspective for you watching.
You rarely just see, rarely ever see a character live that long, especially against a monster of killing that is Pac-Man.
Yeah, man. It's just, I love the way that Ribbon was playing that last stock. I really do. It's like, not only did she know that she was the one who was like, you know, up a stock in advantage, I don't have to approach, but because of that, she knows that it's on par of a really good player to know when you are the one who has to approach, when you are the one who needs to, you know, actually take the stock from your opponent, because you never know what sort of clutch factors any individual character can have to make it back. She never really went off stage because she knows that Ike can get that up B ether jank, which if he was down by that much, I wouldn't have blamed him for going for. Either way, it's a very scary situation on the part of Ike to be in, and she knows that he doesn't have the best approach options if he is the one who's down. So she was just constantly trying to condition, just dash dancing in and out with the bell in hand, trying to bait him to do bad approaches, knowing that if he whiffs anything, it's that bell stun to a forward smash, baby. That's all she needed. But at the end of the day, Yez also really made her work for it. Like, it's not like she got that confirm or any confirmation very easily. She really had to work for that. About a minute and a half left in that first game, or that last game, I should say, at the end of that clock. But now we're on the third one. Smashville is the counter pick. Last, I gotta ask, why do you think Yez decided to go here?
So obviously, it's a smaller stage, right? But I'm thinking Yez was mistaken in going here. And Midi is already, or sorry, Ribbon. I gotta break that habit. Ribbon is already making it like my point evident before I even had the chance to talk about it, that Smashville is the wrong play for Ike versus Pac-Man. Yez was probably just thinking in his head, you know, smaller stage, less room for Pac to run away and put up those walls that Nintunis mentioned earlier. But the fact that it's a smaller stage with one centralized top platform right there means that Yez's approach options are extremely limited. He can't just hop in and nair. He can't just side B through. He can't just go in. Ribbon is going to control all of the approaches right now, and Yez doesn't have anything to say about it, as we're seeing already. So, like, I think he thought surface level, he goes, okay, small stage good because I have big sword, right? But
yeah.
The fact that Pac-Man has the ability to put up all these walls and control approaches, especially when Ike is one of the worst at approaching in situations, and he has SDs! No! So very unfortunate right there to go down like that at, what was that? It was only like 0%.
Oh, it doesn't matter, man. It was any lower amount of percent that it should be.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. But like I was saying, like, Smashville not the play here. I would honestly think a stage more like Final Destination, or maybe even trying to go towards something like Yoshi's Story if Ribbon leaves it open. But I would also assume that Ribbon is an incredibly intelligent player, so probably would have banned FD and Yoshi's right off the bat, considering Yez can't pick Battlefield based on MDSR. So either going to Kalos or going to I don't know if Lilat is legal in this rule set, but Kalos, Lilat, or PS2. I think PS2 would have been Yez's best option here, but the loop-de-loops coming out of Ribbon right there doesn't even give me a chance to finish my thought. If I'm Yez right here, I'm scared. Like, there's...
I haven't seen a Fruit Loop like that since this morning.
My God.
Bro. That was disgusting, man. Absolute carnage on the part of Ribbon right there. The SD on the part of Yez, and that is a mile that was taken by an inch on the part of Ribbon right there. And I love everything that you were saying about Smashville, my friend. People have made that mistake before, you know. It's the kind of thing where, like, ideally that strategy could work, where it's like, oh, tiny stage, Pac-Man can't set up his defenses because I'll rush him down too quickly. Something like that can work if you're playing the kind of character with very obnoxious in priority or huge or powerful hitboxes. Something that you can whip out quickly to easily oppress him or zone Pac-Man even better than he can zone you, which is not something very many, if any, characters in this game can even do. Ike is not one of those characters, my friend. A character without a projectile, with very slow startup moves, powerful, but very slow startup. Ike is not, he's not an aggro character. He's not an aggressive one. You can try and play him as much like he is. You can spam that nair as much as you can. Pac-Man doesn't care about that. He'll put out his wall.
And
doesn't matter the size of the stage, man.
I have to say, Yez is taking her back to Smashville. He is sticking devoutly to this stage pick, and I think it's the wrong place. So I was watching, and Ribbon banned Pokemon Stadium 2 and Yoshi's Story. If I was Yez, I would have immediately hopped onto that FD pick. I'm not an Ike main, but I do play Ike on occasion, and FD is one of Ike's most underrated stages because it turns his approach, or turns his opponent's approaches into one singular linear option that Ike can take advantage of, and it's just something that doesn't happen on these other stages like Smashville. I have to say, I think this is the wrong choice, Yez.
I mean, hey, you know, gotta wait for evidence to protrude itself, my friend. I mean, we'll see why Yez is deciding to go to this level. It could be what we theorize, and I agree with you, my friend. But I don't think he's going to.
That was a 0 to death.
That was disgusting on the part of Ribbon right here. My God, she's all over him, dude. This is disgusting.
So again, it's coming back into play. Yez has one angle he can approach from. He can't approach from above because Ribbon will just stuff it out. Oh, that could have been a spike right there. But again, Yez can only approach from one angle, the side.
Yeah.
Yez cannot approach from above because of that platform, because Ribbon has like so many options to stop him from coming through that platform. And when he can only approach from one angle, Hydrant says no. Bonus Fruit says no. Side B says no. All of Pac-Man's aerials say no. There is nothing Yez can do on approach here that Ribbon can't deal with, and that's why he's in such a bad position right now.
Honestly. And already almost lapping him in percent on this second stock as well. This is looking very, very good for Ribbon. He needs at the very least like 2 more like neutral wins and interactions to get Pac-Man even to death percent. Because a neutral air to an up air, you know, which is one of Ike's bread and butters, that's not gonna kill. anywhere near this percent, and the only person taking percent is him so far. But the raw up B out of shield, the get off me move with those iframes, gonna do it to at least reset neutral once again. And here you go, Yez just fishing for it again to just jump behind Ribbon, but once again, she was prepared for it, and then he's forced to up B to make his way out of the corner once again. He's having such a hard time getting in, man. It's like, I feel like he's trying to like negate Ike's poor approach options by just having there be less stage, like you were suggesting before, and it's just simply not working out for him. I gotta say, Last, I think your analysis is a pretty darn fair one.
It's just not working, and like again, mid-set coaching's out, but we can't do that. But I
is he listening to the stream at the same time?
I hope not, because that's a way to play bad. But yeah. I really wish I could have told, just hopped into the Smash GG chat, like, yo, bro, do not go to Smashville again. You think it'll work, it won't.
Yeah, honestly, it's wild, man. But I mean, hey, match ain't over yet, my friend. We've seen crazier upsets. We've seen crazier adaptation. I mean, on the part right now, Ribbon is looking to definitely be poised to be the victor of this set. But the fact that you have Yez going for broke options like that runoff down air right there at such like 11%, which I actually don't even think would have killed Ribbon if he landed that, even as close to the blast zone as he was. 11%, I don't think down air would have done it there. Strong as that is, the fact that you have him going for go for broke options like that and constantly having to up B out of the corner as that back air takes the stock, he doesn't know how to get in. He just doesn't know how to get in, man. He's trying any and all ways to force it to the point where you can tell that he doesn't know how to get in because he's just going for these go for broke options. He's already relying on the Hail Marys already rather than go for that kind of game plan. And he was very confident in this pick, but like you mentioned, it's just not working out for him.
Yeah, we even saw a demonstration of why he only has one approach option right there, while Ribbon was just sitting under ledge and up tilting. Like, he can't get around that. There's nothing he can do except go off the ledge or off the platform and go around. And when he goes around, he's stuck in a position where he gets hit by Galaga F-Air, Galaga back air into Hydrant for 87%. Holy crap.
Wow. Hey, you want to talk about any way to bring back a game? Here's bringing back games 101. See you on Yeet Smash.
Yeah.
Here we are out here getting that Hydrant ledge trap in with the down tilt. At least he got some good matchup knowledge on that part, knowing what angle that the Hydrant was going to go at best based on that move. He had a really good ledge trap going for that one. Dash attack, not even going to do it on Smashville at 120% on Pac-Man, and that's the reason he even went here, man. To get those kind of earlier kills on a tinier stage, and it's just simply not working out for him. But I mean, if he's able to take this stock, he's only a few neutral interactions away from really doing this right here. And up B's on the side of the level. Not sure if that's how you do it, but we'll see.
I think his up B has already been staled by this point. He's just using it so often, finally connecting with that up air from underneath after forcing Ribbon to go onto the ledge right there. Or sorry, onto the platform. But like you said, he's 3 or 4 neutral interactions away from winning this, but we've only seen him win 5 or 6 this whole game.
Yeah. Rolling back into it right there. All right, there's one good 15 right there. And he might be staling that move a little bit, but at the end of the day, that move is pretty insanely strong regardless. So I'm not sure how much it's even going to impact in terms of going for killing. If he's able to get Ribbon up to kill percent. But right now, he's playing a horror game, my friend. He's fighting Pac-Man with Bell in hand. That's pretty much the most terrifying thing you can deal with. Forward air trying to convert to the back air, just getting that extra damage on for insurance on the way there. Out of the hit lag too last. She knew that forward air wasn't going to disrupt her combo at all, which is why she decided to go for it to just get that damage. See if she could tack on just as much more for the back air to kill. I really, really love where Ribbon's head is at.
Yeah, it's looking for the key on the landing too. That definitely would have been a kill right there. Ribbon just looking to finish this game off in that back air. Not quite going to do it, but the down smash on the landing is a great read from Ribbon right there. And that puts Ribbon 3-1 over Yez to move on to top 8 winner side, where she'll be facing off against, let me see, facing off against the winner of Epic Gabriel versus J Mafia. Just a quick update. Sharp did beat Mabel, the Dr. Mario 3-1. So unfortunately, Dr. Mario is going to go down to the loser's bracket, but I believe that I want to see the Doc in top 8.
I was going to say where some would say he belongs.
I believe so much. But in any case,
too.